Hey there, and happy new year. Happy 2022. I hope your year is off to a marvelous start. I wanted to come here to speak with you for a few minutes this morning or this afternoon, wherever you are, about goal getting and about how the way we think about our goals and go about our goals can impact whether or not we achieve our goals. I want to give you some simple reframes to make goal getting much more easier and more effective. So if we haven't met yet, I'm Lindsay Satterfield. I'm a productivity trainer and coach. I help people make simple shifts to have the impact that they want to have, to pursue the things that matter to them. Okay, so here we are, the beginning of the year, and the debate is on. It comes around every new year, right? Goals or no goals, resolutions or no resolutions. So in the one camp, we have what I like to call the goal-getter super fans, right? These are the people that probably came out of the womb with goals, right? They were going to beat all the milestones. They were going to roll over first, right? These are the type A goal-getting, what the world might call high-achieving folks, right? They often subscribe to what is termed the hustle culture. They're hardcore. They're all about it. Okay, so that's one camp. Then there's another camp, which is a little bit reactionary to that, right? These are the people that reject this mainstream mentality about goal getting. So they kind of say, no with the goals. You don't need to pursue goals, right? And these people may actually have been in the first camp for a little while. And what happened? They burned out, right? And so now they reject that. That is not the way to go. So no goals for me. These also might be people who have experienced, and maybe you've had this experience, have experienced that cycle of getting a resolution, identifying some goals, then over the weeks kind of being real excited at the beginning, then over the weeks kind of losing touch with it, and then life happens and you kind of let go of them, right? And that creates this kind of disillusionment around goal getting, right? So we just reject, why put ourselves through that pain? Recently, I heard someone talking from this camp about, why you shouldn't have goals. And what they were talking about is that it reinforces a sense of insufficiency. That there's something to somehow fix. And that is a really unproductive mentality, right? That you have to fix something. What else I want to tell you? Oh, this idea of becoming a better you, that's wrong, that is really doesn't help in the goal-getting process. So what these two camps reveal is a misunderstanding, a faulty mindset about goals to begin with, what they are, why they matter, and how you pursue them. So this idea of goal getting reinforcing a sense of insufficiency is, again, a faulty mindset, and it's very unproductive. So goals have nothing to do with insufficiency. Of course, if you pursue a goal from a place of insufficiency, you will burn yourself out, right? And you'll reinforce that sense of insufficiency, right, as you are pursuing goals. You want to pursue your goals from a place of total sufficiency. There's nothing to fix. There's nothing to fix. That's not why you have goals, to fix something, to improve something, to be a better you. There's simply a game to play. So if you've heard me speak before, you might have heard me say that the goal sets the game is where you play. Pursuing goals can be a vehicle for you to experience your sufficiency, your perfection, who you actually are in the pursuing of goals. Goals set the game is where you play. The game is just a construct. The goals are just set a construct. They set the framework for your creative power. So the game is where you play. Goals really don't have anything to do with the future, even though they seem like they do, right? They're about changing your action and your reality in the present. So also, when you become too externally focused on the outcome or the goal, you turn your goal into a burden to carry. So when you become too fixated on this, I got to have this thing, I got to get this goal, it becomes a burden to carry. And then it becomes a taskmaster. You can start to use it subtly as a measuring stick. And that's where that insufficiency comes from. Like, am I achieving it? Am I not achieving it? Right? It quickly becomes a measuring stick by which you decide that you're insufficient, that you're not meeting up, that you're not your better you. The goal becomes then your taskmaster. As I said, the way you decide you're not measuring up. So no on all of that. So we need a mindset shift. So here it is. First, your goal is an expression of you. It's an expression of who you are. It's an expression of you. It comes from you, right? It is your friend through thick and thin. Think of your goal as your well-wisher, right? It has your best interest at heart, right? And it's a relationship with yourself. So, and you also get to decide how you want this relationship to go. So as you're moving along in the relationship with your goal, you may decide that you want that goal to look a little differently, and you can make those adjustments. You don't want to get too externally attached or fixated on this external outcome, this external goal. So humans are designed to take action. We're designed that way, right? And we love the experience of progress, of movement, of forward motion, of growth. In fact, when we experience that sense of progress, when we experience our sense of impact, it actually releases sort of that motivational hormones of dopamine and serotonin. So it's part of how we're designed. So there's nothing wrong with goals. Having goals is not the problem. It's how we think about goals and how we go about them. So don't use your goals as a personal measuring stick. Use them to set a game that you love, to enhance your experience of your own life. It's not to make you better. It's to experience the better you that you already are. So, and here's another shift to think about. What you're really pursuing when you pursue a goal is not the what, is not the outcome, it's the why behind it. It's the why behind it. It's the why of your goal. You know, we're wired for meaning. And so understanding that you're pursuing the why of your goal, shifting to that, takes it away from becoming a taskmaster and instead moves your goal, because you're focused on that why, it moves your goal into alignment with yourself, right? It's how to become more aligned with who you are because it's built into purpose and meaning. So those are some different ways to reset your own thinking about goals that will support you in the actual goal getting process, if that's what you're interested in. And I'd really like to encourage you to get some goals for 2022. Set up a good game that you love. It's going to help you combat all the things that are vying for your attention, and often have us feeling like we're just kind of reacting to our own lives. So it helps to build in this beautiful sense of intentionality, which again fuels that meaning, fuels that sense of control in our own lives. So I encourage you to get a goal or two for 2022. And if you would like help identifying goals, what is the way to actually identify goals? I will put a link to, so you can view a replay of a free goal setting workshop that I did last month, and also a link to get the goal starter kit. It's a free download that you can go through the different steps of setting your goals for 2022. And if you'd like any further help with actually making progress on your goals in the first 90 days of 2022, I will put information about Power Start 2022. It's a program that I offer each year designed to help you make real progress, real bankable progress on your goals in the first 90 days of the year. So check that out. And whatever you decide, I hope you get some goals. I hope you experiment with that. And I hope you experiment with these kinds of mindset shifts around goal getting. Goal getting is so that you experience the true you. Okay, have a great day and happy 2022.